have found the Genesis frequency. This is Dr. Stephen J. Kazmina welcoming you in to another episode of a show that focuses on your whole life prosperity and success. Whole life prosperity and success by cooperating with the universal laws that are available to each and every one of us. This is Quantum Leap Goal Achievement, radical personal transformation, whole life prosperity and success. Now, stay tuned for another exciting episode that'll move the needle in your life from where you are now to where you want to be. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it may be, wherever you are in the world. When you hit that play button, so glad you did. This is Dr. Cause and Effect, Dr. Stephen J. Kazmina, coming at you with a brand new year, a brand new season, a brand new episode. Everything is new. Just like when we wake up every day, right? We get a brand new day to create what we will. Oh, so excited to be back here. Took a little break for the holiday season in December, and here I am again. Here I am with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for diving into your own personal and professional development. I love this industry. I love this business. I love this topic. I've been involved with it for a long, long time. It's all I do is help others to transform and realize transformation and be, do, and have all it is they wish to be, do, and have in their lives, whether it comes to their personal lives and their relationships and their time and money freedom, or their health and physical fitness, whatever it is, or professionally in their job and their careers, or with companies, small businesses and corporations, with culture. I love doing this work, and I love helping you, the listener, and your company, if you have one, wherever you are, or if you don't and you want to start one. I love doing that too. I'm an entrepreneurial advisor, and I also have a vehicle that I can help you plug into, that you can generate that laptop and telephone lifestyle and work anywhere in the world. Love doing it all. I'm immersed in this and have been for a long time. And I just love sharing. So that's what this podcast is all about. It's about radical personal and professional transformation, making quantum leaps when it comes to goal achievement. What does that mean? That means getting from where we are right now, where you are right now, to where you want to be in the shortest amount of time possible. Because we want what we want, right? If we didn't want it, we wouldn't care about getting there. But if we want it, most of us want to make that timeline, want to do that shortest distance between 2 points thing as a straight line. We want to experience that. More and more I have seen out there, especially over the holidays, taking a break from the podcast and some other speaking gigs and things like that. I'm looking out there, and I just see more and more of the sales hype with, here's the secret. If you're not experiencing this, you got to know the secret. You got to do this. There's no secret. It's not rocket science. It's simple. It's not always easy, but you have to change your programming. Your habits are in charge. And so let's get that part out of the way right away. If you want to go deeper into this and how we do all this, whether it's for us personally, a small business or a corporation, reach out to me. Let's just get that. I usually save this for the end, and I think some people miss it, so that's why it's right here. Successappointment.com. Very simple. Successappointment.com gets you on my calendar. It shows up in your time zone. Successappointment.com is not a website. Well, kind of it is, but it's just my calendar. You go to successappointment.com. It's my calendar, and available times and dates show up for you in your time zone, and you pick one. There's no cost. There's no charge. We just have a conversation about what you want to experience in your life, why you're stuck, and set you out on a plan to move in the direction of your biggest dreams, goals, desires, aspirations. That's it. It's not rocket science, and so many people don't take advantage of it. It's free just because you're a listener to the show, and I love connecting with my listeners. If there's something else there, we'll talk about it. But hey, these are free calls, successappointment.com. You want to know more about what I do? The website is thegenesisfrequency.com or successocean.com. You want more information about becoming an entrepreneur? I don't I don't take everybody. It's not MLM, but you can go to successocean.biz, .biz, and have a look at that. So let's get into today's topic. What'll it be? What will it be? I took some time this morning and did, as I always do, my morning meditation. And feeling a little hurried this morning, a little rushed, I said, well, maybe I'll just do the podcast first and then do my meditation. And I get that big inner guidance that says, no, 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 seek first the kingdom. So that's what I do. And I went into meditation. I go, well, great. I don't really have some clarity about where the show is going this morning. I'm just excited to be back, and I'll let that excitement guide me into whatever comes up, whatever inspiration drops in. So the first few minutes of my meditation, out of nowhere, seemingly nowhere, but we know it's from somewhere, from that sacred, holy, divine substance that we're all immersed in, that energy. I just get that, what'll it be? What'll it be? So let me ask you that question, because before we took a break for the holidays, before I took a break for the holidays and invited you to do the same, well, we were looking again at what do you want, right? We took a look at what's on the want list. What's going to be the New Year's resolution, perhaps? What's going to be the intention for this new year that's in front of us, like a nice clean slate, like a blank canvas? What is it going to be? And that's all we talked about. And I did talk about some paradigms and how we are programmed. And I would invite you to go back and listen to those shows. Listen to all of them, but listen to those last few shows before we took the break, because it was guiding you how to determine, if you don't know, what you really want to experience in life. And then after that show, I had a couple more episodes that were, hey, directed at the person that says, maybe you know what you want, but you keep tripping up. You get so far and then you trip up, and you give up or you quit, or you just don't know why you can't get any further. Or maybe it's that fear. We're going to talk more about that fear later this month, because that's a big sticking point and stopping point for a lot of people. But let's start with that brand new slate right here, right now, and go back to that inspiration that dropped in from me. What'll it be? Don't we hear that all the time? We hear that. We go to a restaurant and we sit down and we're greeted by the waiter or waitress, the server. What'll it be? What will you have to drink? We go to a bartender. We sit at the bar. What'll it be? And all the time we're asked that question. And it just becomes, we hear this. I don't know if we think about it or not, but we have to know what we want, right? We go into a retail store. Maybe you did a lot of shopping, or you went to a website and did shopping. You just have to know what you want. If you want a particular result to show up, if you want a package to show up at your door, if you want food to come to your table in the restaurant, if you want to be served a drink in a certain way with a certain flavor, what'll it be? You have to know what it is you want when you place your order, right? I want to get so and so a gift for Christmas. Well, I'll go to Amazon, right? And I'm looking around. Well, to get through that process and have something show up at your door or their door. I know this is so elementary, but so many people don't understand this part of having what they want in their life show up. What'll it be? You got to know what you want when you go to the website, when you go to the restaurant. Yes, we look at the menu and we pick something out. We go to the bartender or whatever when we kind of know what we have a flavor for, and then we do what? We make a decision and we place the order for what we want to drink. Just like we do on the website, we place the order for what we want to show up at our door or at our friend's door as a gift. So let's use that and look at a big part of why people get stuck in life when it comes to their dreams and their goals and their desires and their aspirations and living the dream, living the life they would love to live. And again, this is for the individual, the small business owner, or you as an element on the corporate team, whether it's in the boardroom, the management team, the executive team, a frontline worker, whether you're a warehouse worker, doesn't matter. If you are in that element, you are a contributor. Don't ever forget that you are not only a contributor, but you are the CEO of your own life. So this all applies to you. What'll it be? What'll it be? So many people don't know what to order or how to place that order. Now, in a restaurant, if you keep telling the server every time he or she comes to your table and says, what'll it be? And you can't decide. Maybe they'll help you with some suggestions. Well, the steak's really good here. Or the pasta and the chicken's really good. What'll it be? I don't know. Well, nothing's going to show up. Nothing's going to show. They'll probably stop coming by your table. I know that happens to me. I just can't make up my mind yet. And I don't see them for another 10 minutes, right? You do that a couple of times, they're going to probably stop coming around altogether. Eventually, they're going to hope you make up your mind. And if you don't, you're not going to be just sitting there for very long because nothing's going to show up to nourish you, to fill you. So that's how it is in our lives. And I'm asking you the question right now. What will it be? We have this brand new slate in front of us. I know I ask the question a lot, but you have this blank canvas. And we get to create. You get to create and order whatever it is you want to experience. So what would you love? What is tapping at the door of your consciousness as longing and discontent that's either whispering or yelling at you? Pay attention to me. I want to come out and be. When we do this work, when we immerse ourselves in personal and professional development and going about transformation, we're talking about be, do, and have. And people get that order wrong. They want to do things. They want to have things in their lives, but they forget that they have to be what that is, and that be contains so much. What'll it be? What do you want to be? When you know what you want to be, the doing, the having, that's all going to show up. It'll all be put in its place in perfect divine order. But you got to be. What'll it be? What is it you want to be? You have to move into that be. You have to move into that being. You have to be that. So whether it's let's use an example I often use, a loving relationship. You have to be that loving person. You have to be filled with love. You have to exude love. You have to radiate love. Not just focus and direct it, especially not focus on directed at one person, but just be what love is in your life to everyone all the time. And when you're focused on that love, you're going to attract more experiences of love in your life. Now, that's just one example for illustration purposes, but think about that. Think about any other area of your life where you want to experience something different, where you want to experience some transformation. How about
in your finances and your money? Are you generous with your money, or are you hoarding and not circulating and not giving and not joyfully going about the business of paying your bills, of contributing, of tithing of your income, your time, your talent, your treasure? All these things are part of your transformation. If you want to be something, if you want something to do that satisfies this longing and discontent, if you want to have something in your life that you perceive as missing right now, you have to decide and answer that question. What'll it be? So I invite you right now to take the time again. This is the 5th season of this show. I'm in the 5th year of doing this show, The Genesis Frequency. And its download numbers keep going up and up and up, and it's ranking in several countries all over the world. And very few of you have reached out, raised their hand, to go a step further and say, yeah, this is it. Wow, the 5th year. I don't want another 5 years to go by, and I still want what I want, but I'm not getting any closer to it. I invite you to reach out to me. And I really, really, really want to talk to you if you are in a situation or a circumstance and you just do not like getting up and doing what you do every day in the form of your job or your career. And I'm serious about that because I was there. And if that's you and you would really like to live that laptop and cell phone lifestyle, working anywhere in the world with just those two tools, well, reach out, because I have a vehicle that I've been involved with for 10 years that is not multi-level marketing, and it can take you to wherever you want to go if you qualify. But the point is, whatever it may be, in your small business, what do you want? What's your vision for this year? What are the goals you've set for this year for your company? What kind of growth goals do you have? In what areas? Same thing for the corporations. We do work in corporations and we do training in corporations on over 100 different topics. And the most recent one was on customer service and dealing with problem customers and clients. And we're noticing more and more there's just no identity of culture within different organizations that we've talked to. So maybe that's what you want to work on. But my question remains, what'll it be? What'll it be? You got to know. You got to identify it. You got to make a decision and you got to commit to it. We'll talk again about the stumbling blocks of the programming, the patterns, the paradigms, the habits that show up and stop you. We'll talk about the fear this month. But reach out. Reach out. Maybe you want me to come to you. Maybe you want me to come to you in the form of a workshop, or maybe you'd like to see me do something online in the form of a workshop or a talk series. Leave it in the comment section or reach out to Stephen, Stephen, at successocean.com. Anywhere you hear this podcast, there should be a place for you to leave comments, and they do make their way to me. But you can reach out, as I said earlier in the broadcast today, you can reach out to successappointment.com to get on my calendar. Email me at Stephen, Stephen, at successocean.com, or go to successocean.com, or go to successocean.biz, or go to stephenjkosmina.com, or thegenesisfrequency.com, or I'm all over social media, especially Facebook. So reach on out. Let's have that conversation. We're running out of time for today's show. It's exciting to be back. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate each and every listener that is here. But I am committed and dedicated to helping you and your company, if you choose, to move from where you are to where you want to be, and do it now. Do it now. Remember I said this is my 5th year with this podcast, doing this show? I can't believe it, but ask yourself the questions. Where am I? Am I in the same place? What worked for me last year or the year before? Keep that, but get rid of all the rest. Because if you're in the same place you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, chances are you're going to be in that same place a year from now, 2 years from now, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, unless you do something and make some changes and figure this thing out. And I know I can help you with it because I've done it in my life. I'm telling you, you know my story. Most of you, you can go back and listen to it, but I was at death's door back in 2008. Game over. And I use what I share now to absolutely transform my life and to the beautiful life that I'm living now. So let's have a conversation about that. For now, that's going to be it. We're going to wrap up this show right now. You've been listening to the Genesis Frequency. I am Dr. Cause and Effect, Dr. Stephen J. Kosmina, and I wish for you an infinitely spectacular day. God bless you.